All right, chat. Apparently, we got some Nintendo news. Apparently, so apparently Nintendo CEO steps down, and you'll never guess why. I'm so curious what the reason why they stepped down. So at least you know, our favorite channel for Tonga, of course. Fucking uploaded this video. I didn't, of course. It was like when my days off or so. And I'm curious to see what is the actual issue of the CEO of Nintendo stepping down. I assume Doug Bowser stepped down, question mark? Maybe it's just clickbait, who knows? We can find out.
Bye-bye, Bowser. Smell you later.
Is he
Not
actually
only are
gone?
your boss fights incredibly easy,
Is he?
but you're actually
No
a pretty
way.
boring boss. I am, of
No
course, talking about
way.
the bald one. No, not you, the video game one. Don't worry, it's okay. Let's face it, Doug Bowser was hired just because his name was Bowser. Let's be honest. What the f has this man done for Nintendo? Most importantly, what has he done for you? Most people didn't even realize Doug Bowser was the CEO of Nintendo of America. That's something I found out this year. And it's not like I found out because the guy is interesting. No, I found out because this guy is the one that came up with that bullshit variable pricing. Remember that a few months ago where the defense for Nintendo's high pricing was
He's stepping down because things are about to go down and Nintendo's ready to go to war with Sega?
according to Doug Bowser, because Nintendo understood some titles were worth more than others. Yeah, no. And apparently he's retiring today.
He's retiring? What? Wait, I don't what? What? Wait, retiring? This man barely was on the Nintendo team. How long has Doug Bowser been with Nintendo, actually? Actually, that's a better question to ask. Hold up, wait a second. How long has Doug Bowser been at Nintendo? Yeah, how long has it been? 10 years? What? Joined Nintendo of America as Vice President of Sales and Marketing. Oh, okay. In 2016, promoted as Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing. 2019 became the President of CE. Okay, so 2019 is when he became, right? Yeah. COO of Nintendo of America, succeeding Reggie Fils-Aimé. Will retire his role in President of COO. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, wow. I guess he's been with Nintendo for quite some time, but never had that much power, though.
As the announcement comes from the man himself. Today, I announce my plan to retire from Nintendo, effective December 31st, 2025. Nintendo has been an integral part of my life for 44 years. I really legitimately couldn't tell. This guy doesn't give me the, impression that he ever cared for Nintendo or video games. Starting with Donkey Kong Arcade as a kid in college.
47. He was a fucking kid.
Okay, well, everybody played that 44 years ago. It has been an honor to contribute to this incredible company and bring our beloved characters and worlds to fans through our video games, theme parks, and movie experiences. Okay, calm down, Walt Disney. I extend my best wishes to Devon Pritchard as she leads Nintendo of America forward.
Devon Pritchard? I feel like we'll never have, like, an actual, well, yeah, we probably will never have anyone good, like, compared to Fils-Aimé, to be honest. But compared to Reggie or so, I think Reggie was definitely the one that, like, made me want to, like, buy some Nintendo stuff. But that's pretty much about it.
Oh, okay, so the force is female now. And I thank all of you for your passion.
That's a woman? I thought that was a guy's name. Whoops. I thought that was a guy's name. Okay, all right then.
And support of Nintendo, and you can count on me to remain a Nintendo.
Hold up. Who is this Devon Pritchard? Devon Pritchard? Devon Pritchard? Yo, bro, that smile is creepy, man. Oh man, that's a creepy smile. I don't like that smile, dude. I really don't, dude. Bro, that smile freaks me out, dude. What in tarnation? Dude, that is a terrifying smile, dude. What? Oh, dude, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ooh. Is that Princess Peach?
Nintendo fan, Jesus Christ. Long gone are the days when we had legends like Reggie Fils-Aimé.
You're Reggie. You work for Nintendo. Not anymore.
Like, there's not a single thing about Reggie that I hated. But when it comes to Doug Bowser, the dude is as plastic as his wife's tits. He never gave me the impression he even gave two shits about video games. So like I said, smell you later. But isn't this odd to you? The man was only there for 6 years. Now, I know for some people, 6 years seems like forever.
Actually, he's been there for 10 years, not 6 years, actually. He joined in 2015. We already searched it up, so.
Ago, but 6 years seems kind of short for a run as CEO. Something tells me that Doug...
No, he was part of the marketing team 10 years ago, and then he got promoted in 2019 or 2020 as COO of Nintendo of America. So I just want to get the facts straight for everybody who is watching the video. Sorry.
And Nintendo of America reached an agreement for him to retire. In other words, it was a fancy, nice little way of sending him off without explicitly telling him you're fired. Feels very familiar, kind of like Jim Ryan's quote-unquote retirement. But so far, that's the Sony CEO gone, the Nintendo CEO gone. I'm thinking Phil Spencer is next on the chopping block. Look, I mean, it's not a good sign when this man's contributions to the company are almost entirely unknown.
Who the is that guy?
The biggest contribution he made was in fueling the hatred towards this company. I can't think of a more forgettable CEO, and that's strange to say because he's literally named after their main villain and their most beloved franchise. I mean, how can your name be Doug Bowser and you lack so much charisma and you're so entirely forgettable? I don't give two shits about this guy. There was nothing good that happened with Nintendo under his watch. I couldn't list it. And yet there's so many phonies in the replies acting like, Doug, we're gonna miss you, Doug. You did so much for us. Yeah? Like what?
Is there actually, wait.
Is this a host job? Were you hosting me down? You host yourself down. You host yourself up and down.
Okay. All right.
There's actually people who actually are saying that? That's crazy. Well, actually, I'm not really surprised. Nintendo fanboys will glog up anything from Nintendo at the end of the day.
Maybe there's just a lot of hate in my heart, but I despised Doug Bowser. The man seemed completely out of touch with the average day consumer, thinking that they are just an endless pit of money. I don't even know what the guy was doing while he was at the company, other than giving bad PR. I mean, look at the reply.
Sales and marketing. It's because I gotta fill it in. Sales and marketing, was it advisor or something? And then became senior, and then he became COO at Nintendo America, or COO.
Replaces
Not
Reggie,
CEO, COO.
does nothing memorable, leaves. Oh, I gotta see the replies to that one later. Before you go, fire whoever came up with the game key cards, because I'm not buying a single one of them and going to buy all my third-party games on PS5. It's a real shame you guys couldn't look after your customers this generation. We need Reggie back, yes we do. Oh, look at that, there's Jeff Keighley to suck some dick from the back.
Cum is my favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love cum!
Dog.
Yeah, but Jeff Keighley is like, he's a spokesperson, you know, he's gotta, you know. Jeff Keighley is just kind of like, it's not like he's gonna be like, he's gonna shit on him, you know. Why would he at the end of the day?
Thanks for all you've done for the industry and Nintendo. Enjoy retirement.
Man will be missed.
What has he done for the industry?
Shiny
Everybody
ball
here's
head.
acting like Doug Bowser was this huge, influential, important figure, and most people didn't even know who he was until this year. But then again, it's Jeff Keighley. The guy has orgies with all the CEOs in gaming. I mean, how else do you think he funds his boring ass events? This is how you will be remembered.
What you see right there is variable pricing. We'll look at each game, really look at the development that's gone into the game, and the breadth. Wait, what is that? The breadth and depth of the gameplay, if you will, the durability over time and the repeatability of gameplay experience. No shot he actually said that. There's no way he actually said that, dude. That's crazy if he actually said that. The repeatability of gameplay experience, the durability over time.
Oh my god. Here's the exact quote. What you see right here is variable pricing. We'll look at each game, really look at the development that's going into the game.
I don't believe he said this.
The breadth and depth of the gameplay, if you will, the durability over time, and the repeatability of gameplay experiences.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Yeah, that's right. Doug Bowser is one of the reasons you have $80 Nintendo Switch 2 games that look like they should be $40. It's fair to say, the gamers are not going to miss him, but for some reason, a lot of the industry insiders like Jeff Keighley are going to miss him. A lot of people who rub elbows with big corporate CEOs. And if you think that's a coincidence, you're retarded. Well, either way, his replacement has already been picked, like he announced. So who is Devon Pritchard? Pritchard? Well, it's this bitch. Devon Pritchard becomes the new president of Nintendo of America after Doug Bowser's retirement. Women. See, I don't trust this woman, because anybody who
Makes sense. Got to charge people with the number of replay abilities. That's where the 80 comes in through. Y'all lucky it ain't 200. Yeah, if there's a game that has 500 hours replayability, they're gonna charge you $500 for it.
who dyes their hair brunette, black, and then blonde is not trustworthy. If you're gonna dye your hair that much, something tells.
Well, to be honest, it's better than a different color, in my personal opinion. A brunette, black, and blonde is like pretty much the normal hair color compared to, what is it, neon blue, neon green, neon yellow, fucking green, fucking forest green, puke yellow, or whatever you want to think of, you know? If can't afford a Switch 2, Switch 1 is there for you. No, you can't even buy the Switch 1. They raised the fucking prices, dumbass. God, you can't even say that.
Tells me you're hiding something, or you're
This
trying
guy.
to be hidden. Obviously, I'm joking, but I mean, if you want a little preview as to who she is, well, I guess this is the best clip there is
There's a video of Pritchard from the Switch 2 launch.
around of her.
Here we go, Nintendo Switch Tour.
Oh God, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Oh my God, Nintendo, what were you thinking? How in the world are you gonna bring this woman on stage if all it's gonna cause is people's ears to bleed?
Here it is.
Screen, improved processing power, really vibrant visuals. We have
What does she say?
power, really
Big screen,
processing
improved processing power. Nice PR statements you got there. You don't understand a thing about tech.
power, really vibrant
Yeah, you know, look how much energy it requires. Yeah, look at all that vibrancy and all that processing power when it comes to a
Get
card
10
game.
jobs.
Amazing.
visuals. We have new Joy-Con 2 controllers that magnetically click to connect, but
Wow.
also they allow for new ways to play. So you'll be able to play in the ways that you've always known, with the buttons and the joystick, with motion, but for the first time, you'll be able to play with the Joy-Con 2 as a mouse controller, and that's incredibly fun.
It's under lock and key right now until 9 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, I can't listen to that any longer. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sure she's great at whatever she does, which is more than likely Reddit R. But look at all the replies. Nobody is happy that it's a woman. Female Nintendo president before female USA president. Nintendo over the USA. Wow, look at that. Except for that one. That person was happy. Literally, the only thing she's got going for her, it would seem, is that she's a woman. And that's about it. But I don't know, I guess that's less pathetic than Doug Bowser, who was literally just hired because of his name. Does Nintendo just hire people for their aesthetics and their name alone?
No! Yeah.
What the hell do you guys even do, other than artificially inflate the price of video games? Well, Twitter has pointed out how this man has basically had zero influence in the company. Some of these comments are gold though. Why did he use an image that makes it look like Doug Bowser died? That's a good question, actually. Well, it's the propping up of a woman as a man steps down, and you know, because of how big of a cuck Jeff Keighley is, of course he has to make it look as symbolic as possible. It is Jeff goddamn Keighley. The man has a vagina. But it's true what some people are saying. I've only seen this man show up on camera a total of twice. And then, next thing I know, he's gone. But check out some of these other posts. The best thing we could have asked for is a woman to replace Doug Bowser. I can't believe how badly we won here.
Women.
What?
I mean, I'm not sure what women think they're getting out of this. Like, this isn't gonna lower the price of your video game console. It's not gonna lower the price of the video games. It's not gonna lower the price of the subscription services.
Are you telling me people are celebrating because it's a woman?
It's not gonna improve the graphical fidelity of Nintendo titles or their quality. I didn't think there was so many politics involved with men and women with Nintendo, but you know, I guess it's a W for the whams. I mean, when you think about it, it probably is, because it's the men who buy all these things for them. Indeed, it would seem like no one is missing him and no one is going to care whether he's here today, tomorrow, or ever again. I don't care. I'm glad he's gone. The guy never said anything that helped anyone. He never elevated the company. He didn't make things better for consumers. He's actually instilled more paranoia and fear in the average consumer, who once they heard this famous quote from him, could never look at Nintendo products the same.
Hold on, let's see. Those are all factors, and there's many more that goes into the consideration of what is right price point for the game. So I think you can anticipate that there will be variable pricing, and we haven't set a benchmark. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. We haven't set a benchmark. There's no way he said this, dude. There's actually no shot that he actually said this. There's no way. Oh, dude, I'm so curious, actually.
Ever again. Personally, I think he was toxic, out of touch, and a loser. Devon Pritchard recently spoke at Nintendo San Francisco for the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 with Bill Trinen. She's going to have to make an appearance during the early 2026 Nintendo Direct. Even Doug Bowser did a few times during his tenure. Jesus Christ, I wonder why it never made the news when he did. Well, there isn't much to say, other than I don't really think the guy is retiring. I think this is a decision made by both him and Nintendo. PR was a nightmare with this guy. What he said in an interview permanently affected Nintendo live streams to the point that they have to now disable the live chat replay because all people spam is lower the price, or they mock the variable pricing statements made by Doug. He's not beloved. He's not memorable. Well, I mean, he sort of is for the wrong reasons, but I don't know about the future of Nintendo. They're letting go of this bald loser and hiring a chick who I'm not even sure really games. I'm not sure these two really game much at all. But
well, the only way to see actions, like I said, actions speak louder than words at the end of the day. We'll just have to see in the coming I'd say in the coming of Nintendo Directs and see what happens. Because like how many well, because I never watched that much Nintendo stuff. I think the only Nintendo thing that I remember was from the Ultimate Smash, where Reggie showed up. Like I did see some Nintendo thing, but I don't know how often Reggie showed up in Nintendo Direct though. Was it consistently? I don't know if anyone has the answer to that question.
Evidently, that's not a requirement to be a Nintendo CEO, so the future is looking bleak. What she has to offer the company, I don't know. Most likely something oral. Alright, but with that being said, so long, Gay Bowser. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. On the road to 200k subs, and with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.
That's crazy though. That's crazy to hear that that he because I remember he was announced being COO and then now he's gone. That's crazy, honestly. Well, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. At least 3 days ago, anyways. That being announced. New Switch supports 4K, therefore price should be $39.99 because Nintendo cares about people. Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, maybe she'll turn things around. Maybe she'll find a way to kind of like maybe find a middle ground for all of this stuff. Well, I hope so. We'll find out though. But the only way to find out is the future Nintendo Directs that we're getting with them. So we'll see if we start seeing prices back in the Nintendo Direct and or other stuff in general. Maybe we might, well, I say that, but I was gonna say maybe we might see lower prices back again, but probably not. They might, you know what I'm thinking or so? They raise the prices, right? And then she comes in, right? And she lowers the prices back. She lowers the prices. Instead of it being more lower, she just lowers the prices back to the original price. They're gonna be like, look, see? We lowered the prices. Yeah, God. That, you know what? That would be pretty funny, I'll be honest with you. That would be pretty hilarious if that actually is true. I see a pattern. First, Ash got replaced by Liko. Then Link got replaced by Zelda in the new game. Now Doug Bowser got replaced by a woman too. Oh, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Bro, it's been a long time since Ash should have retired like a long time ago, in my personal opinion. So hopefully she can recruit more ninjas for the Sega Wars. But you've been enjoying the Sega game too as well, bitch. So I don't want to hear it. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Yeah, you know, it's pretty interesting to be seeing that, like, I guess Doug Bowser is gone, I guess. That's it. It's over. It's over, chat. GG's. I guess the gamers won, question mark? But the question is if there even is gonna be, I doubt there's gonna be any changes, so. But all in due time at the end of the day. All in due time. So, anyways, that's the end of the video. And goodbye, Bowser. Goodbye. And peace.